When you can't make it to City Hall or the school board meetings, local journalists from the Brainerd Dispatch will be there to report the facts and get your questions answered. Local news works for you. Stay up to date at BrainerdDispatch.com. Good morning, Brainerd Lakes area. It's Friday, February 6th. I'm Teresa Burke with your Brainerd Dispatch Minute, the weekday podcast of the Brainerd Dispatch, brought to you by Rayboyne & Francis Law Firm, catching you up on the news of the Brainerd Lakes area. Here are today's top local headlines. But first, let's hear from our sponsor.
Remember just two things. Rayboyne & Francis, good. Insurance companies, bad.
Rayboyne & Francis gets it done. 828-9211.
The Baxter City Council approved plans for the Clearwater Road, North Lyndale area, and Brentwood Circle street and utility work. The next step is to seek bids. The project is estimated at $7.3 million and represents 3 of the 5 remaining neighborhoods in Baxter that do not have utilities and rely on wells and septic systems. Among the goals of the project are to protect and improve lakes, rivers, and groundwater in terms of the environment. Managing editor Renee Richardson has the full story in today's e-edition and at BrainerdDispatch.com. The Cass County Board supported a loan to turn a former Walker restaurant into a daycare. A revolving loan fund grant will help to redevelop the former Lodge restaurant into a daycare and learning center. The center would be capable of looking after 44 children. There are already 31 on the waiting list. Find more on the project in today's Dispatch e-edition. Markers denoting Brainerd as a proud FFA community will soon be added to population signs at entrances to the city. The City Council agreed to a proposal from FFA alumni who will provide the signs. City staff will add them to 3 signs at the city limits. Those looking to collect fresh eggs from the backyard or employ goats for noxious weeds in Baxter now have more options. The Baxter City Council approved most of the recommended changes for backyard chickens and working goats this week. Read about the changes in today's e-edition or online. From former Dispatch publisher Terry McCullough's column, This Was Brainerd, Exploring the Dispatch Archives, here's today's tidbit of local history, brought to you by Mills Automotive Group. 20 years ago today, in 2006, the Dispatch reported that more than 10 months after coaching his 599th career victory, Staples Motley boys basketball coach Lynn Peterson notched his 600th. The 64-61 comeback win in OT over Sauk Center broke a 17-game losing streak for the Cardinals. "We were down 16 points and then got some momentum going," Peterson said. For a daily dose of This Was Brainerd, visit BrainerdDispatch.com or find McCullough's column in the newspaper or e-edition. Now here's today's Lakes area forecast, brought to you by JN Tree Service and Landscaping.
Storm Tracker.
Here's the forecast for the Brainerd area. As we take you into your Friday across Minnesota Lakes Country, we'll look out for clouds in the morning along with a bit of a breeze and perhaps a few lingering flurries first thing in the day before we look out for a high pressure to move in, clearing out the clouds, calming down the winds, but also decreasing the temperatures. Look for a morning high of about 27 degrees with temperatures falling to near 15 by the afternoon. Winds will be out of the north-northwest, about 10 to 25 miles an hour, with gusts up to 30 miles an hour possible, but again, calming by later in the day. Tonight, we're mostly clear with a low around 2, and then cloudy as we take you through the weekend, but warming back up, about 23 on Saturday and near 30 on Sunday. I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist Robert Daly.
Thanks to Mills Automotive Group, Rayboyne & Francis Law Firm, and JN Tree Service and Landscaping for their support. And thank you for listening to the Brainerd Dispatch Minute. For more news throughout the day and for information on becoming a subscriber, visit BrainerdDispatch.com. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you on Monday.